I'm just going to show you all how to sew this stitched triangle at the top of this pocket. The reason that we're sewing a stitched triangle is because it's not good to put a rivet through the middle of a stitch because it cuts the stitch. So instead, we'll stitch a frame around where we'll put the rivet. So we're going to start with our exterior pocket piece, and then I'm going to find the center point of my pocket. Connect those marks with the line. I'm going to use a light hand so that it doesn't show over time. Now we're going to actually make our triangle at the top. It's an upside down triangle. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to mark a 1/4 inch on either side of the very top here. And then I'm going to come down and connect those marks with the center line at my top hem stitching line. So what that's going to do is make an upside down triangle. So now that I've drawn all of my stitching marks on my pocket, I'm going to lay my pocket on top of one of my exterior pieces, line the top of the pocket up with the top of pocket placement marks on the exterior piece. And then we're going to pin that in place. Then when we get to the machine, what we're going to do is we're going to start with our stitch line down here. We're going to stitch up here, pivot, up here, pivot, come across the top, pivot, down here, pivot, and do our back stitch right here. We're not going to stitch in the middle of the triangle. That's why I drew a dot in there, because that's where the rivet will be placed. So we're going to be sewing the pocket divider line here, and I'm going to show you how to sew this triangle here. So I'm going to start at the bottom of the pocket divider line. Just stitch on the line. So I'm going to stop a little shy of where the triangle starts, come a little closer, set the needle in with the hand wheel. And I was stitching on a 2.5 stitch length. We're actually going to come down to anywhere between 1 and 2 as our stitch length, and that's going to help us sew a cleaner triangle. Okay, so I'm about at 1.5. Okay, so now I'm going to lift the presser foot and check and see if I'm at the point of the triangle. And I am a little shy of it, so I'm going to take my hand to the hand wheel and rotate it 1 revolution towards me so that I set the needle right over my top hem stitch. And with the needle in, I'm going to lift the presser foot using the needle as a pivot point, pivot my work so that I could sew one side of the triangle, put the presser foot back down. Sew with my foot pedal until I'm a little shy of the point that I want to pivot on, and then I'm going to use my hand wheel to set the needle right in precisely in the point of the triangle that I want to pivot on. And it's best to pivot when the needle's in the fabric but on its way up to ensure that it's already made the loop with the bobbin thread. Lift the presser foot, pivot your work, and now we're about to sew the very top edge of the triangle. So with my foot pedal, stop early, use my hand wheel, turn it towards me so that I could set the needle in the exact pivot point that I want. Pivot with the needle in the fabric on its way up, lift my presser foot, pivot my work. For the last side of the triangle, put my presser foot back down, stop early, use the hand wheel, set the needle exactly in the center stitching line, lift my presser foot, pivot, and now I'm going to do my reverse stitch. A few stitches forward and a few stitches back is all you need. Turn the hand wheel so the needle's not in your fabric, lift your presser foot, and then you can pull your work out and cut your threads. So that is the stitching frame that's going to frame that reinforcement rivet right there.